So Toni, I'm really excited to talk to you about AHRA. How long have you been a member of AHRA?
Only for 7 months.
7 months?
Yes.
Wow. So what made you join AHRA?
Well, I'm new to this position as manager here at Legacy Meridian Park, and talking with the other managers about, resources and other colleagues in the area, and just researching online, and really felt that it would be a great resource for me.
Who first told you about AHRA? Do you remember?
Actually, my former manager, Lindsay Schuford, who had this position before me, he told me all about it and about the CRA program, which I want to take that test. So I joined the AHRA and have been finding a lot of very, very helpful resources.
That's right. And you just recently went to the New Orleans.
Yes, I did. It was amazing. It was probably the best conference, most relevant conference that I've been to.
You recently hosted a regional meeting yourself, and it was extremely well done, and I know we're so happy to have you a part of it. So this was at your facility here at Legacy, and tell me how that occurred. How did you get started? How did that go?
Well, actually, I was at OBMI meeting. It's an Oregon Board of Medical Imaging meeting, and talking with a colleague of mine, Doug Roberts, who works at Kaiser, and he was telling me how he had been in contact with you and Art in Seattle and wanted to host the regional meeting because you wanted to have it in the Portland area, but their facility wasn't available at the time that you wanted the meeting, so he asked me if I'd be interested, and I said, well, yeah, I would. I just joined this morning. I just joined the AHRA this morning, literally, and I said we'd be happy to do it. And it kind of just took off from there. We had phone meetings with you and Art and the other folks up in Seattle, and it came together, and it was a great success.
You are now a part of the core group, I understand, and you're one of 3 people in your core group, and I know you guys are going to be hosting a meeting every quarter. How's that going so far?
One person that attended the meeting in Coos Bay offered to come down there, wanted to sponsor one of the meetings down on the southern Oregon coast. And so we were going to research that. It's kind of a pretty long drive for most people, so I don't know if that'll work out, but it's beautiful down there, and that's one option we have to go down. He'd love
maybe
to see
an August
people.
destination.
Yes, definitely summer.
What was the decision point for you, and what's the catalyst that sparked your interest to want to do any of this, really?
Just really visiting the website and seeing everything they had to offer. It's just a huge, it's a wealth of knowledge that I need, and really was hungry and didn't know where to get, and just went on the website and saw all the information that was available to me to help me become a leader, and that really kind of sparked it.
That's fantastic, Toni. So what could AHRA offer to you, or to its members like you, that would be the most helpful to you?
I think the most helpful thing is to be really up on the current events, current procedures, current updates to regulations and technology. That's very helpful. And the networking is very, very helpful. Just recently we had the barium shortage, which is going on right now. The first thing I did was went to the AHRA website and said, does anybody know anything what's going on? And saw all the issues that people were having. So just to have that resource at your fingertips is really...
It's fabulous.
It is fabulous.
Well, I hope you use it a lot. I know I do. Whenever something comes up and I don't know the answer to a question, it's great to be able to say, hey guys, what are you doing with this?
Exactly, yes.
Do you think that the annual meeting is affordable for people to attend?
Well, if your hospital doesn't pay, maybe not quite. So it depends where it is, actually. I think the meeting itself was affordable. It just depends on the location, the hotel, the flights. It's such a variable. It depends on where you live and how much availability you have for the airport and those types of things. But I don't think the course itself was too expensive. I think it's reasonable.
Did you come to the spring meeting in Seattle?
No, I didn't.
Okay, that was before you started really getting involved.
Right, that was my first meeting, and it was, like I said, I've been in imaging for 27 years and gone to the RSNA, gone to a lot of different meetings, and I really feel that this is extremely relevant, more so than any other meeting.
We're going to create a way for other managers, directors, leaders to get involved at the AHRA. Where would you tell them to get involved at? How would you tell them to get started getting involved nationally?
number one, by joining the group, volunteering, like I did at the regional meeting here. That was a big, huge help. Apply for scholarships, volunteer their time. I know everybody really people don't have a lot of time, but I really think it's worth it to volunteer.
Excellent.